Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And it is time for your number. I hope everybody had a good Christmas.
Yes.
But World's End is coming up this weekend. We will not be doing this time around. We're not going to be doing a live watch along or review. Our review is going to be up next Monday because I got family obligations this time. For Full Gear, Larson had family obligations. Now I got family obligations. So no live watch along with that. But we are doing our review on Monday, so be sure to check that out.
Yes.
We're going to be doing that live. But this is our predictions for the World's End, the AEW pay-per-view to end the year. 8 matches right now on the card. I'm sure there'll probably be some more.
Well, I'll probably add 15 more, yeah.
They probably, for a total of 23. My goodness gracious. So, yeah, man, where do you want to start?
Start with explaining predictions, confidence points. We use confidence points here going in Raw. For example, 8 matches, match most confident, you get 8 confidence points, match least confident, you give 1, so on and so forth, till each match has a unique confidence point value. You cannot double up confidence points. I've tried, got caught. You get your pick right, you get those points. End of the show, whoever has most points for the month wins what, Steve?
Oh, man, the Big Blue Predictions Championship hat. This is on the line right now for our Predictions Challenge. The Big Blue Predictions Challenge, of course, right now. We do it every month. And you can sign up for it at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Just click on the Friendo Club setup tier. Or you can click join over at the podcast channel, which is youtube.com/Steve and Larson. Get access to our question threads for the podcast, all of our old bonus episodes, more to come soon.
Yes.
And you get access to the Big Blue Predictions Challenge. So with that being said, what match are we going to kick this off?
Let's talk about the Continental Classic. The semifinals and the final. So let's talk about this semifinal match first. Will Ospreay finishing second in his league against Kyle Fletcher, finishing first in Blue League, I believe. Steve, who do you got?
I got Will Ospreay. I think this is the reason why Kyle Fletcher won that match before, because they knew they were going to do this. And, I think we're going to get Will Ospreay in the finals for the Continental Classic. And I've got 6 confidence points on this one.
6 confidence points. I got 5 on Will. Yeah, you're right. Kyle got his win. Now Ospreay keeps Fletcher out of the finals for the Continental Classic. He will advance, but who will he face? The other semifinal match, you got Okada taking on Ricochet. So this really comes down to, do they want to focus more after Ricochet beat Ospreay, in their Gold League match by cheating, cutting corners, or do they want to revisit for the first time in AEW Ospreay versus Okada? Like, they haven't done much with Okada kind of period since he came to AEW, but now they're trying to present him as the greatest tournament wrestler of all time. And if he wins the C2, retains that Continental Classic, maybe in 2025 they'll better utilize him from a creative perspective. Right now, I got Okada winning this match with 3 confidence points. I think they're going to go that route. They can always, like, Ospreay's pretty much feuding with Fletcher and Ricochet at the same time.
Yeah.
And I could talk about how that could influence the tournament final if it is Okada and Ospreay here in a couple minutes. But right now, I got Okada with 3.
Yeah. Right now, I've got, hold on, I'm looking at one thing really quick. Right now, I've got Ricochet winning. I get the feeling they're going to do big things with Ricochet coming up with the whole Swerve Hurt Syndicate stuff. You've talked about the possibility of it being a big swerve and Ricochet joining the Hurt Syndicate. I feel like you might be right about that. So right now, I've only got 2 on Ricochet beating Okada. Ospreay and Ricochet had a match already. That went to a no contest? What was that? What was the finish of that match?
Wait, who did?
Ospreay and Ricochet for the international title back in October. It was at the 5-year anniversary. Did somebody wonk that finish? What was the no? Why was that a no contest?
Yeah, there was a wonked finish.
Okay. All right. Well, they're going to revisit that, I feel, in the finals, where I have 1 confidence point on Ricochet winning the Continental Championship. I got 1 confidence point on it. I just get the feeling that they're going to do some shit with Ricochet coming up. And I think him holding that Continental Classic or the Continental Championship might be a piece of that. I don't know. I don't be Okada. Like I also feel like Tony Khan. This is why I only have one confidence point on it, and 2 earlier on Okada, because I feel like Tony Khan wants to be responsible for Okada being the greatest tournament wrestler, and if he thinks the Continental Classic is the thing to do, then I guess he'll do that. And they have been doing shit with Okada, but like they're not doing shit with Okada, and I feel like they might want the guy they're gonna do shit with to have the title.
Or maybe they want to start doing shit with Okada and starting with him winning the tournament. I got Okada with 4. If it's Okada and Ospreay, Okada wins, because I think you could have either Fletcher or Ricochet cost Ospreay the match. I know there's not supposed to be outside interference in Continental Classic matches. Those are the Continental Classic rules, but if there's a ref bump, crazy stuff happens.
Yeah, dude.
Especially if it's Ricochet ending up costing Ospreay the match. That could further their feud.
You know what I might do?
What's that?
I might have Ricochet advancing over Okada with 2 confidence points.
But then pick Okada to win the tournament.
With 1 confidence. That's not a terrible idea from a strategy
man.
Look, dude, here's the thing. I am so far behind with the predictions.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just trying to make a statement right now.
Yeah, you're putting us all on notice.
I'm trying to put people on notice, man, but I don't think it's going to work. Anyways, let's move on from this stuff. It's giving me a headache.
All right, fine. International Championship, you got Takeshita defending against Powerhouse Hobbs. Who do you got, Steve?
So I haven't seen any of the build to this, because according to you, it's happened all on Collision.
Well, I haven't seen any of the build to it either, and I only watched Dynamite, therefore I assume it's happened on Collision. This is sort of like I haven't seen a single Okada Continental Classic match because they've all happened on Collision as of the date we're filming this, which is before Christmas Dynamite.
Between now and then, I will probably watch that Hammerstein Collision if I can get past
I'm gonna try to watch that too.
The Costco guys. I mean, I've got 5 points on Takeshita because until I see them do something with Hobbs, I'm not going to believe that they're going to do something with Hobbs. So I got Takeshita right now with 5. I think this match will be awesome, though. I think this will be an awesome match.
Yeah, I think it'll be really good, too. I would love to see Hobbs get the win here. But I got Takeshita with 7. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that long ago Takeshita won the international title. Again, it seems like Tony Khan, after not doing much with Takeshita from a creative standpoint, is getting behind booking him as a competitor who wins his matches as opposed to someone who just has great matches but loses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, yeah.
So I got Takeshita with 7. Let's talk about this one. This one's interesting. So Mercedes Moné is defending the TBS title against Chris Statlander again.
Mm-hmm.
So recently Statlander also tried to reunite with Willow. And I feel like this could play into the finish where I got Moné with 2.
Okay.
And I wonder if the finish will go as follows, where Statlander asks Willow, hey, will you come to the ring with me for this match? And Statlander's maybe on the verge of winning, and Willow does something to keep her from winning, and the whole idea is, oh, you turned on me, you stabbed me in the back, and now you think reuniting is going to be so easy. No. Mercedes wins. They go back to the Statlander-Willow feud. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, a heel-face dynamic. It's just a situation where Willow's like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
You turned on me, and you expect me just to reunite with you? No, it doesn't work that way.
No.
Something like that could happen.
So the last match that they had, the Monet Statlander match, look, I'm not going to blame him for doing this again because that last match was awesome.
It was really good.
It was really good. I can't help but think, dude, that Willow's got to be the one to take it off Mercedes, though. It'd be different if Statlander was still a bad guy. I feel like this is going to be, I don't know, man. Maybe Mercedes cheats to win, and Statlander kind of gives her blessing to Willow to go finish her story, if you will. And Willow's the one to dethrone Mercedes at like Revolution. I could see that being the case. I only have 3 confidence points on this. And the last match, here's the thing though. This is the weird thing about Tony Khan. is that like that last match that they had, like the finish was constructed in like a really kind of awkward way, and the crowd really seemed deflated by it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels like it's time for Mercedes to drop that title. And running it back makes you think it's going to be Statlander because the crowd really likes Statlander. I could see Toni simply doing that.
It's entirely possible. That's why I don't have a whole lot of confidence points on it either.
Right.
Yeah.
But it should be Willow at a bigger pay-per-view beating Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
That's what a smart booker would do.
Yeah.
And I'm merely a fan.
Yes.
But even I know that.
Yes.
So it should be, unless, it should be that. Like a money match would be a triple threat with all these three.
That'd be good.
But you also want that big like moment where Willow beats Mercedes.
Yeah, that's got to be one-on-one.
It's got to be one-on-one.
It feels like it needs to be one-on-one.
So I got Mercedes with 3, but it would not shock me at all to see Statlander pick up the title here.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me either.
Just because Toni sometimes is like, do this now and then we'll figure out the rest later.
Yeah, no.
Which isn't like the smartest thing to do.
Let's talk about MJF taking on Adam Cole Bebe for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Who do you got, Steve?
I got MJF because he never loses the Dynamite Diamond Ring. He's been the only guy who's ever had it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I got 4 confidence points, so not a ton of confidence on this. I don't even know, like in the lore of their story, who should win this. I guess
It's
MJF
so convoluted
should.
at this point. Yeah.
Like Cole, like turned on him, humiliated him, like ran him back into being a bad guy, not trusting people, hating people.
Yeah.
So like MJF probably needs his pound of flesh, but then he's supposed to be the bad guy here.
I know. It's all very confusing. That's why I have MJF with 1.
Oh wow.
That's
okay.
it. I don't know because another wrinkle to it is that Taven and Bennett had apparently been approved by Tony Khan to be ringside for this match.
Oh, and the other thing is I think they're going to turn on Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they turn on Cole, another advantage for MJF.
And then you got a possibility of a 6-man. You get Roddy, Adam Cole, and Kyle O'Reilly against MJF and, the Kingdom. Yeah.
So, yeah, right now MJF with 1. I don't know. I feel a lot more confident about this next match. Mariah May defending the AEW Women's title against Thunder Rosa. I don't think anybody's going to beat Mariah May until Toni Storm does it. Whether that's at Grand Slam in Australia in February or not. But I got Mariah May with all confidence points, 8.
Yeah, I'm not far behind. I got 7 confidence points on Mariah May. I think that, I mean what you said. I think it'll be in Australia. That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah. And then our main event for the AEW World Championship, which is inside a briefcase. Jon Moxley taking on Hangman Adam Page, Orange Cassidy, and Jay White. Steve, who do you got?
Jon Moxley. I think the idea is Moxley's counting on these 3 guys to hate each other and not be on the same page so he can slip away with a victory here, which is still kind of silly because he doesn't need to be the guy getting pinned for this title. Like, he's trusting, and I think it's a smart move to trust that nobody's just going to lay down for the other guy just to get the title out of his hands.
Yeah.
That being said, look, I think this will be a phenomenal match. I think it'll be really good. But I kind of feel like the main event is going to be a foregone conclusion. That's why I have 8 confidence points on it.
I have 6 simply because there's 4 people in the match as opposed to 2. If it was a one-on-one match, Mox against any of these competitors in this match, I'd probably have Mox with 8. Mm-hmm. There's exactly one person who's going to beat Mox for that title, and that person's name is Darby Allin.
It's Darby Allin, yeah.
So Mox ain't dropping the title till then. As much as I'd love to see Hangman Adam Page walk out as champion, I feel like if that were going to happen, it would have to be in a one-on-one match.
Yeah, that's the thing. Whoever beats Mox, it's got to be one-on-one.
Yep.
It's got to be. Like,
Yep.
There's no way. Yeah, that's why I've got 8 on it. There's no way that he walks out without the championship.
Exactly. So, again, no watch-along, no recap right after. We're doing a recap for this Monday, December 30th.
Correct.
11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, live streaming it, right?
Yes, correct. Yes, we are.
So, we'll see y'all then, hopefully.
We will see you guys then. Till next time, we'll see you guys around. Let us know what your predictions are in the comments below.
Yeah. Goodbye.